Never Surrender, a Galaxy Quest documentary. Oh, I'm so excited to watch this. I've been waiting so long since I saw the trailer. I have no idea if this will be a good reaction or not. We do have a different vantage point here, if you've noticed, because I wanted to sit in a comfy chair with my fluffy blanket, my giant water bottle, and my very large cup of coffee. Yep. Screen Junkies made this and I was just so excited. I love the movie Galaxy Quest so much. I wish we could get like a director's cut of it. Does that exist? Can that exist? Can they make that for me? Is that what we're about to watch? Probably not. Anyways, I'm really excited to watch it and I hope it's gonna be fun for you guys too. 4 perfect films. It was perfect.
Galaxy Quest is the story of a group of actors.
Rest in peace, man.
A sci-fi television series similar to the original Star Trek. It's their TV show. As if it was actual recording of real-life events.
Of your historical documents.
We've been watching the show.
Historical documents.
Historical.
I've watched this movie too many times.
It makes
Justin
it writ
Long.
large. The fans have made it real.
It was such a wonderful love letter to all those actors and all those fans.
I'm getting
Filmmakers.
goosebumps.
It didn't make fun of the fan. It really allowed you to have a sort of point of view in the story.
Galaxy Quest was way ahead of its time.
Seriously. I love it. Oh my god, Alan Rickman, what a G.
Oh, I was talking with a coworker about it today. Someone goes, what? I go, oh, we have to stop what we're doing right now.
Yeah!
Who hasn't seen Galaxy Quest?
Nobody who matters.
One of those movies that you can watch again.
It really is.
The moment in the movie where he says,
It's all real.
stop, it's
Yeah.
real. And the kid goes, I knew it,
Yeah.
that was me.
It's all real. I knew it. I knew it.
I'm so happy.
Galaxy Quest happened at this very unique period of time. Fans were still a little bit in the shadows.
How people behaved about fan culture in the late.
Interesting.
I think of the Shatner
It's so
Star
different.
Trek skit on SNL.
Get a light.
Losers and go home.
The losers will inherit the earth, you know?
When Star Trek became really a hit, syndication in the early 70s, that's when the fans started calling themselves Trekkies. That's when you had people turn out in record numbers to these events.
I don't think that there has been a stretch of like 2 or 3 years where there has been no Trek. And that's only because of the fans.
That even when it was gone,
Yeah.
they needed to still experience it.
Spoiler alert. Star Trek.
Shut up, Wesley.
Occasionally have young people come to my table and say, I could only relate to your character.
Galaxy Quest is the truth about Star Trek. Well,
Is it weird that I want to cry? It's like a love
Without
letter
a doubt.
to us.
Because it's about the fans.
It really does feel like a Trek movie because it has
Yeah,
all the
I say
work
yeah.
that
I
shows,
haven't
never
really
give up, never
watched a lot of
surrender,
Trek
you can
movies,
overcome
but
certain-
I watched a lot of Star Trek shows. Does that count? I'm actually in love with 7 of 9, and I'm very excited to dress up as her at the next opportunity I have. I have one job on this ship. It's stupid, but I'm gonna do it.
DreamWorks optioned a script by David Howard.
What if aliens thought that William Shatner was real?
I think William Shatner's real.
Was the premise. There was no other thing in the script that we held on to. We met with many writers. He hated being the captain. He was trapped. Bob Gordon came into my office and he said he loved being the captain. If he could be the captain again, it would be the greatest day. And that simple adjustment changed everything. And then it was Bob who said he has to go into outer space. What are you talking about? Because he had it sort of like a comedy of that era, an Amblin comedy where the aliens come to Earth. It was Bob.
This is, I'm just pausing because I feel like, I'm trying to figure out the right words, but I feel like watching this and seeing how they're putting this story together is like a writer's convention. Like, I feel like I'm learning, this is a lot like how I navigate my novels, and I feel like I'm learning a lot about, I mean, maybe not learning a lot, but it's nice to have those things affirmed that like, yeah, I do that too. Yeah, my story changes drastically too. Yeah, I thought of that one thing and then it clicked, you know?
In 1999, 2000, things were still kind of in their box. It was a sci-fi movie, it was a sci-fi movie.
Right.
If it was a drama, it was a drama.
The studio never quite understood the tone of the movie. They were expecting an out-and-out comedy a la Spaceballs.
Would you believe I've never watched that movie? Let me guys know if you want a Spaceballs reaction.
There were certain things they were going to have to do to design the Protector.
That's a cool job.
And one of they were so deathly afraid they were going to get sued by Paramount.
Oh.
But one of our production assistants came up with the idea the number should start off with NTE, which stands for not the Enterprise.
Oh my
Stand
gosh.
up in a court of law, say it is not the Enterprise. It says so right here.
That's so funny.
They hold up. When the Protector crashes, it's like
Yeah.
those effects are still really good.
Yeah, they are.
Really
Oh my
one
god,
state
I
to
forgot.
everybody at
I
every
need to
stage.
watch this movie again.
It was to be a kind of Star Trek-y looking film, and I thought it was going to be a breeze.
Whenever you think something's gonna be a breeze, it's really not.
Before we did anything, it's about finding Jason.
They sort of agreed on one particular actor.
Who did he want?
Another co-star of yours, Kevin.
Oh.
Well, Kevin also would have been wonderful.
Yeah, different though. I love that movie. It's so weird.
I love you, Harold Ramis. You are all kinds of wrong about it.
All kinds of wrong.
D. Kevin Kline.
Thank God.
Well, Bruce Willis.
It was definitely
Wow.
definitely
No.
Tim Robbins.
Weird.
He's too goofy.
Yeah.
Too boyish? Maybe too boyish
Yeah.
in the...
Mel Gibson was in there too.
Take away DUI Mel Gibson. In 1999, a safer, simpler Mel Gibson.
Maybe?
Alec Baldwin was desperate to do it.
Oh my
got
god.
the
That would have been
energy.
good, but different
He doesn't
again.
have comedic
Yeah,
chops,
he
or
could have done
now
it.
has
But
comedic chops. Good choice.
yeah.
Actually, a really good
Yeah.
choice.
To Steve Martin.
Also Bill Murray, Robin Williams.
And for one reason or another, they didn't want to do it.
Thank God, because Tim Allen is amazing.
And the one actor who wanted to do it was Tim Allen.
Yes, I framed it. But now I'll probably have to give it back because I stole it. He goes, no, because we're looking at, rather than a comedian to play an action hero, we're looking at an action hero that can play to be funny.
I think it's way harder to be funny.
How often do you watch Galaxy?
Once or twice a year.
I became possible because it was falling apart.
Everything happens for a reason, baby. Ragnarok. Oh,
Say hi, Alan.
be still my heart.
This is what your wretched father has made me.
Oh, Alan, we miss you. You know, I felt like the first one of the Chris Pine
when
Star
you talk
Treks was
about the
great.
fans,
And
I just
then
hear you talking
the
to
other
me.
ones,
You're
like I
one of
wasn't
you.
as
And I think
into
between
those shows. On
a
the
really
other hand.
successful fantasy action show, Galaxy Quest really was one of the first films and stories that celebrated the relationship.
I'm
that
still
fans-
waiting. Like, I haven't heard from CW yet. I don't think they know I exist yet, but I'm still waiting to get that Wonder Woman call because I think I would be a really good fit.
These kind of films or these kind of stories.
Warvan, I shall avenge you.
By Grabthar's hammer. What a savings.
You have to really...
I love in that scene that he still has the thing on. Like, you just can't even be bothered to take it off right when he gets home.
Tim is not the obvious.
Need your help.
His life, the experiences that this character had. Tim had just
Yeah.
had a major
Yeah.
terrorist
I
stop,
feel like that's
and
similar
now
with
he was
Boston
out
Legal,
in
with Will Shatner and
universe
Boston Legal.
with just a Santa Claus movie, and that was it. I think Tim understood that world of protecting yourself from the fact that you might be a one-trick pony.
Right.
Right?
No flux given. I haven't missed Alex's meltdown.
Your commander is on deck.
The hardest thing on this movie was casting it.
That it wasn't going to be...
Sigourney went crazy.
They don't want anyone who's ever done any science fiction to be part of this movie.
I literally can't imagine anybody else in that part.
Look, I have one job on this lousy ship. It's stupid,
But I'm gonna do it.
do it, okay?
You know, you can't be in that atmosphere where it is so much about what you look like without getting some of those insecurities.
Except that atmosphere is the whole world.
About my boobs
And how they fit into my suit.
Don't even bother to ask what I do on the show.
What do you do on the show? I repeat the computer.
For there is nothing lost that may be found. I played Richard III.
Oh, it's unbelievably funny.
So funny.
It's a different way of looking at it because this part was underwritten, so there's a
Yeah,
lot
he's
more
so
invention
funny.
and
There's so many funny. Oh, this movie's so good.
Man, where in the hell is he?
The more irate he got, the funnier he was.
Brothers don't go out of space too often. I got to talk to Lamar Burton. I feel like he was a trailblazer.
If I remember correctly,
Seriously though.
Corbin Blue played him. He was like this.
Oh
boy
my God,
wonder, and they
Corbin
left him.
Blue?
It's a fun movie to kind of walk the background. Even people like, is that Rainn Wilson?
Sir,
Yeah.
I am Lang, Senior Requisition Officer. One of the very first auditions I did.
And you were great.
Okay, nobody had heard of Sam Rockwell.
What's my last name?
It's,
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. He was so good.
Did not want to do the
Guy.
He said no a million times, it just wouldn't let him.
It would come out probably around the same time as The Green Mile.
Oh, he was so good in that.
Justin Long playing a role that honestly, I think if you put him in it today, he would look like he's not aged.
What's your name, son?
Brandon?
Brandon? There was no question mark in the script.
There was no question mark in the script. Brandon?
I mean, that doc. Michael J. Fox, who was my idol. And Chris Farley. You know, you're one of the...
Evidently, we had a little miscommunication regarding...
You know, he's nervous. You're like, yeah. I was like, I'm just gonna do...
All those things.
I'm gonna steal from all the people that I love. He's got a great ear. I love Sam listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I've seen his impression of me. It's slightly exaggerated.
Like this much.
It's one of the best comedic cuts in modern cinema. And they're trying to get in touch with Justin Long's character. Are you there? Are you there? And you cut to him taking out garbage. Is a teenager who has to take out the garbage. His mom does not care.
The world
like the fate of
yeah.
all these people up in space depends on him. If you're a sports kid, which I suspect you aren't, you are watching this Galaxy Quest documentary enough to just...
Okay, this is something that drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. I was a professional basketball player, and I'm a nerd, and I am watching this documentary. And you know what else? I follow politics, and I listen to political podcasts, and I am so sick of geeks and politicians holding their nose up against sports people, feeling like they're smarter than us or whatever it is. No, I'm a fantasy novelist. I'm a basketball player. I follow politics. I am intelligent. And thinking otherwise is absolute and utter bull. Okay.
I don't think, for instance, you could do film today about the teen nerd and say he was the outcast.
Yeah, true.
Like, Galaxy Quest came along and said, these people are heroes too.
Started out with two of us.
In this role, we are the Thermians from Utah.
Thermians from Utah, that's so cute. Oh, that was backwards.
That's a really unique, crazy out there, kind of funny, like no one's ever seen like octopus people in a long time. Steven saw the test footage and he thinks they're too ugly. He'd like them to be like Close Encounters aliens.
Boo!
I like the octopus better.
An octopus quality.
Quality. That kid.
There was a fleeting moment where those were almost cut in the movie. And that would have been
so
really
funny.
tragic.
Hey,
Oh, that's not right.
Oh, that's not right. No.
It's not right.
Oh, that's not right.
I had some very generic line in there.
You asked him permission to change the line to "That's not right."
Did I really?
It's a great line.
That's great.
Yeah.
Glad I did.
I am too, Sam. I am too.
I'm not exaggerating. We were making it up as we went along.
It wasn't so well planned as you might expect.
The great
Keith, he was so
audition,
good.
and it was good, but it wasn't what I was looking for. And he got up. He was like, there was something on his mind.
A vocal exercise. It was just hitting all the resonators, touching all your head.
Need your help.
There's 7 different.
Need your help.
That's genius.
Was like, I don't normally do this. I'm gonna show you someone's audition. And then, so his audition was,
Is that what happened?
He basically invented that whole thing.
That's so cool.
He had alien school every day.
Alien school.
The part that made me laugh unexpectedly.
And she's like,
Her translator is broken.
We destroyed every extra on that show. Anytime they were walking behind the camera, they all had to be like...
see an extra that's just like...
They found every joke, they found every exciting moment, they had every great line possibly have.
so quotable.
Things
Gragnock. That's what it was, right? Gragnock?
That shirt comes off on the desert. In the way it's written, I'm the rest of the movie with no shirt. I said, you know what, Dean? If you read the script, when do I get my shirt back on? And he goes, I don't know what to do, but I'm not going to do it. So that shirt just magically shows up on the control room.
Yes, because he got beamed up with him.
Somebody was going,
Yeah, I'm doing this. And she had the big fake breast that she kept throwing at us.
I want to
You
be her
often
friend.
have
She seems
collection
so
of actors
cool.
that come from completely different study of the craft. Very method actor like Sam Rockwell, Sandy Meisner style, you know, who's probably closer to Tony, and would come to the set usually a little bit late. Alan would come 5 minutes early. We'd know everybody's lines. You could look at him in the corner going, ugh.
Tim Allen and Alan Rickman exist in the same movie together. They're going to play the Kirk and Spock avatars. That shouldn't work.
Alan thought I was was such an asshole.
Tim, if he had one person paying attention to his jokes, that was it. It was usually Chill and me, just like laughing at everything he said.
They didn't call action like 2 minutes ago. Me and him is over there acting up. Just no professionalism whatsoever. It was so different. That's what made it so beautiful. All the way down to Alan Rickman, God bless him. That was hilarious. Kershaw didn't invite you for wine.
Because Alan was just like, I won't laugh at him. I refuse to laugh.
I think the one moment that really pulls everything together, and they basically
so emotional.
Tell Tim Allen's character, you have to tell him that it's all fake. You're an actor.
My name is Jason Nesbitt. I am an actor.
Had to be absolutely dramatic and real.
It
painful.
was.
And Tim is going through the take, and all of a sudden I hear this voice next to me. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. I'm about to turn and tell this person to be quiet, and it's Steven Spielberg. Tim is just completely emotional, heart-wrenching, actually. He says, yeah, I don't like these feelings I'm having. I'd like to go back to the trailer. Okay, fine. No, great. And Alan Rickman. No, I can't tell this story.
Tell it, tell it, tell it.
He said, oh my God, I think he just experienced acting. We have this screening. We think it's great, and that goes really bad.
I guess it was the PG-13 screen.
I want to see that version.
The worst day on Galaxy Quest, the darkest day, was when Rugrats the movie came out. Because Rugrats the movie was a G-rated film, and it made a buttload.
Oh.
So all eyes.
To kids movies, make it a kids movie. Yeah.
We need to make this a G
Yeah.
movie.
There's like infamously that moment Sigourney Weaver is
Yeah.
like, she just goes like
this,
but they put screw in her mouth.
Well, screw that.
You look like
That's not what she said.
It's hilarious.
That was terrible. It's really a very sophisticated movie.
With an 8-year-old audience.
Yeah, seriously.
I got to give them credit. When they cut all the profanity out of the movie, it worked.
I'd like to see both versions.
If you think that this is just a film for kids, that would be the first and biggest mistake.
Let me say something to you. I love
That's
this
such a good
film.
Patrick Stewart.
It's one of my favorite films. I have it on my phone so I can watch it anytime I want on the
That's so
airplane.
cute.
I saw him about 6 weeks before he passed away. He came to see a play that I was doing in New York, and we saw him backstage. He was a little frail, and he said he had had a stroke. We went to dinner afterwards, and he was, you know, just funny and sweet and was so lovely. And then later, he didn't want us to know that he was dying, and so that the evening was not in any way morbid or sad. It's just another little Alan's here, he's getting better, and I don't think he'd mind me saying this. I hope not, Alan, forgive me. But he had to drop out of a project because of his illness. They're like, oh, who got the role? And he goes like, Bill Nye.
So emotional. Even the documentary about Galaxy Quest is emotional.
Alan Rickman had chosen to come over and do this with us. He was such legitimacy, you know.
The day we were saying goodbye, I said, thank you so much for being in this movie. It's been great to work with you. And he said, it's been fun, intermittently.
Instead of judging me, he accepted me. And acceptance is a huge thing. Have somebody accept it, not only accept it, but then honor who I was.
He was the first movie star that wanted to be my friend.
By Grabthar's hammer.
Meet Sir Alexander Dane does not want to say by Grabthar's hammer.
By Grabthar's hammer, Dr. Lazarus?
Don't do that.
The whole movie is a setup where can we create a moment where this actor, in character as Dr. Lazarus, actually says that line.
And he gives Quellic this gift.
By Grabthar's hammer, by the sons of Warvan, you shall be avenged.
And I got to, you know.
Oh my
watch him
God.
do it. It was just magical.
Every time I see that, chills.
Yeah, I just did.
remember when
Just right now.
Mathazar, Enrico, Calatoni, yes. He's my hero.
It's more of an homage. Kind of like the film
itself.
itself. It
So
seems
cute.
only fair. It's us saying thank you for
I love that they're all doing it together. Oh my God.
For the most part, the nerds have inherited the earth.
Yeah.
You know?
I said that at the
They
beginning.
were right.
Oh my God, so amazing.
How do you see the legacy of Galaxy Quest?
Legacy?
Oh my God, I'm gonna start to cry again. It's just like, the best love letter.
Being a nerd isn't about the thing you love, it's about the way that you love
Oh, they got to meet him. That's so cute.
My hero.
He's my hero. That's so cute. Oh my gosh, that was so good. I am in love. That was great, great, great. I feel like when I watch some movies now that I watched when I was a kid, I get so emotional. Not just because like the movie is great, which like Galaxy Quest is, but because like these movies like transport us. And one like this that's so pure. Man, thank you Screen Junkies and everybody, whoever's behind making this documentary. Like, just incredible. Well, until next time, may the Force be with you. Live long and prosper. Never surrender. And I'll be back.